Wow, this is happening. This is happening, but I warned you. Don't tell me I didn't. Mr. Deadman here of the Dead Man's Tone podcast, and Gone with the Wind is in trouble. Cancel culture is coming after it. This is a classic. This is a cinematic classic. Probably the highest grossing film of all time. 8 Oscars for Best Picture, Best Actress, Best Adapted Screenplay, and so on. I mean, cinematic history here. But they're going after it. Warner Media, the company that owns HBO Max, pulled Gone with the Wind from the streaming service. Why? Because now is not a good time. Now is not a good time, and the movie has prejudice, and the movie has depictions of black people in a way that is not good for this time. The movie is a product of its time. The movie is it's a hysterical narrative, a hysterical film, a story about that time period down in the South. What was going on? So it's gonna have that. It's gonna have that. But there is a great story in that. There's a powerful story in that. Well, you can't show historical films now? You can't show historical films at all? Because it might offend someone? Because history might offend someone? You know, history ought to offend a group of people here. I mean, let's get real. I like how when they say Southern South, they're trying to say they say Southern South, but I wonder if they know, back in that time, most of the politicians in the Southern South were Democrats that were rampantly discriminating against blacks, that were fighting to keep the blacks down. That's true. Look it up. I know if you Google KKK, is it created by the Democrats, it'll say false. But if you look it up, Nathan Bedford Forrest, who was he? Oh, well, he created the KKK, and he was a general for the Confederate Army, and he was also a Democrat. I think some people ought to be offended by their history. I think so. I think, you know what, but that's neither here or there. That's not what this video is really about. But that's a history lesson. You know what? I wonder, because they say they're going to return this movie. They're going to return Gone with the Wind back to HBO Max after it has a disclaimer. I guess racism is bad because idiots need that. Because dumbasses out there need that because they don't get that. Yet the same people, I guess, that would complain about this, and I mean the exact same motherfuckers that would complain about this movie having racism in it and having slaves in it, wouldn't bat an eye buying fake nails made in China through forced child labor or forced Muslim labor. They wouldn't bat a fucking eye. And you know that to be true. They are just bothered because it offends them. Okay, so now you're going to have a disclaimer. Racism is bad. Is that what you need? Is that what we need? Do we need to be reminded of that slavery is bad? Are people so fucking dumb that they need that? Do these media companies think people are so fucking dumb that they need that? It's like having a hot coffee warning on your coffee. Of course it's fucking hot. Who doesn't know it's hot? But yeah, fucking idiots. They're going after it. They said they'll return it to the service after it has some sort of context to it, to explain and to disavow the racism and the slavery in it. Okay. I have a problem with this. I do. And I know it's their right. I suppose HBO can do that. And I don't know who owns Gone with the Wind. If it's also Warner Media, I wouldn't be surprised if they want to add some sort of disclaimer to it. They can do that. I disagree with that. I think it's dumb because it sets a precedent. Because what else are you going to do? Any other movie that has any other problematic things, or are you just going to put a warning label and a little disclaimer to disavow it as well? How far do you go? Are you going to put a warning label on Saving Private Ryan? Warning, there's Nazis in here. Warning. Warning, there's capitalism fighting Nazis. Are you going to have that there? Are you going to have a warning label that says, warning, this movie has capitalism fighting fascists? Are you going to have that there? Probably not. What about like with Schindler's List? Are you going to have a warning label there? Warning! Warning! There's Holocaust here. I mean, it's like, you know what the movie is. There's a title. There's the description. Even the tone with Gone with the Wind tells you it's a historical film. And what about with books? Put a disclaimer before a Mark Twain book. Be like, warning, warning, the N-word's used here. Now you guys would just take it out. You guys would just take it out. You guys would just censor. That's what you guys would do. But yeah, I'm just rambling on now. I think I made my point. I disagree with this. I think this is dumb. I think this is a lot of wasted effort for no good reason. But maybe I'm a minority now. It seems like the very vocal Twitter is winning. It's like it's dominating. It's like the SJW mind virus has infiltrated certain people, and maybe the rational mind has lost. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't. But let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. Hey, and if you support this, you want to support this channel is completely demonetized. You could feel free to donate or whatever. That's fine. Or share. That helps out a lot. Y'all take it easy. Y'all have a good one.